Kitties, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Friday, yay! December the 9th, 2022. All right, guys, let's jump right into this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. It was really solid to me. And we start off by seeing Tucker and Ashley. So he's now telling Ashley, like, I think you should leave Diane alone. I think you guys are in over your head with Jeremy Stark. And she said, you were the one who gave me the information. Tucker's playing Ashley all the way, 100%. He's playing Ashley. One, he slept with Audra, and I was disappointed in him for that. I said, well, because listen, I know that people will be like, well, he's single and he and Ashley are not together. But if you are actively pursuing Ashley, acting like she's the only person for you, then what are you doing messing with this woman over here? I, I look at it that way. Some people don't, but I do. Like, if you telling me that you want to be with me and, oh, I love you and I want to get in this relationship, then why are you sleeping with somebody else? Like, say that. But anyways, child. So he is all over the place with Ashley, as far as, he doesn't want to do it anymore. She said, you're doing a 180 because you were the one who gave me the information. You were the one who said, yeah, my desire is your desire. So now all of a sudden you want Diane for me to show sympathy towards her. He says, yeah, but y'all hate, your hatred is, direct that towards me because I was the one who slept with it. She said, this has so much more to do with just you sleeping with her. She said, yeah, that plays a part in it, but that's a minor part compared to, like, she framed me for murder. I got a, I was accused of murdering her and she was dead the whole time. What she did to Kyle, pretending to be dead for all those years, there's more to it than just you, is what I hear Ashley telling him. But Tucker's up to something, so that's it with that. Let's move on. So then we see Jeremy, Diane, and Jack. So Jeremy, baby, he is in that office. Jack coming. He tells Diane, "Give me my money. That's what I want. Give me my money." He said, "I don't care about what you did or whatever. Give me my money." And so then Jack comes in, and baby, when Diane told Jack she had spent the money, when she told him she had took, she had money, he said, just give it back. I said, this is speaking like a man who doesn't understand. That woman spent that money. She needed help. Diane is my favorite, but here she was, poor, broke, not having any type of source of income. That woman spent that money. But baby, get that money from Jack and pay this man back. And so Jack tells Jeremy, "What are you doing here?" He said, "Well, you were much friendlier to me when I met you in the house room. What'd you say? Any friend of Diane is a friend of mine." He said, "Well, I had time to look you up." I said, "Jack's sassy with it." He said, "I had time to look you up, and you're not someone I want to know. So you could just leave, like, and don't come to my offices or everything again." I said, "Well, go on, leave, Jeremy." He said, mm-mm. And Jeremy proceeds to sit down on Jack's desk and rearrange the items on his desk. I said, I like Jeremy. I like Jeremy because all that talking you be doing, Jack. He said, I got business with Diane, and this is between her and I. It's financial. He's like, financial. He said, and plus, he was like, I think your son and you have the wrong idea. I'm not here to hurt Diane. I understand why she did what she did, and Diane's still trying to say that she wasn't the one that got him arrested. Girl, he already know. It didn't take a rocket scientist. You got immunity. He said, I'm the one who got you the deal. If I wanted to, they would have been coming after you, but I never mentioned your name. And he says, I just want what business I have with Diane is financial. So then Jack says, how much? He said, how much is gonna take you to leave her alone? And then Diane, no, I don't want you to pay. I said, girl, let this man pay him. She said, no, I don't want you to pay. And so then Jack tells Jeremy to leave, and he said, okay. And he walks out of the office and everything. And then Diane is like, oh my God, that smile on his face just scares me. And Jack said, yes, because if he really wanted money, he would have took what I offered. I said, Diane told him not to take it. Diane told him, don't take that money, Jack. You should have just told him, Diane. You should have told her, Diane, stay out of this. How much, Jeremy? How much do you want? And then see what he said. I'm not gonna fault Jeremy for not taking money that Diane don't want you to give him. I'm not. I like Jeremy. That's it is what it is. But anyways, Diane and Jack continue to talk, and she's scared and she's nervous because she says he's a dangerous man. I said, well, girl, just give this man his money back, and then if he come back after you after that, I'm gonna be on your side. But for right now, you spent money, and from what it sounds like, you spent a lot of money. But Jack said, Diane says, I have a plan. So her plan is that she gonna pretend she's going to Colorado because I guess Jack them got a cabin or something up there, and so Kyle gonna send her up there, and they're gonna pretend she's gone, and then maybe Jeremy will move on. I said, girl, I don't think this is gonna work, but okay. So then they go back to the Abbott place, right? Baby, when Diane told Phyllis not to leave her with Jeremy, Phyllis said, I'm busy. I said, nah, Phyllis, you my girl, but you're not right. You're not right for that. But anyways, oh yeah, Diane did tell Jack that Jeremy thinks he recognized Phyllis' voice. I said, it don't matter. They're gonna be together anyways. Go on, get with Jeremy and Phyllis. So Ashley comes in and she sees Diane hugging Jack and everything because he's consoling her because she has to leave town for a little bit. I mean, it's just a little bit. Um, if you that scared of Jeremy, go on and leave. But anyway, so Ashley, Diane goes to the door and she tells Kyle, she whispers to Jack that I'll reach out to you as soon as I can when Kyle gets me to Colorado. And then she says loud so Phyllis can hear, I'm leaving. Thank you for hospitality, but I have to go. And so Phyllis. So Ashley is like, what's going on? And Jack says, it worked. Y'all ran Diane out of town. And Ashley said, well, that's the best. But she does tell him, I didn't do this. I didn't bring Jeremy Stark into town. And honestly, she didn't. She told them about the information about Jeremy. But they were already saying, she and Nikki were already saying, we ain't going to get this information. That was Phyllis. That Phyllis went rogue and did it. So Ashley didn't want that, and she's made it very clear from the beginning that she just wanted Diane to leave. She didn't want anything bad to happen to her. She doesn't dislike her that much as much as Phyllis does. But Phyllis my girl, and I'm gonna stick beside her. She was wrong though. I can admit when my favorites be wrong. That'd be y'all that came. So let's move on. Diane and Tucker talk because she's in the hallway and meets him, and he said, she says, I hope you're happy now. Jeremy's in town and I'm leaving. And he was like, well, that's probably for the best. Do you need some money? Baby, she slapped a mess out of Tucker. And she said, I have half a mind to tell Devon what you've done. And I said, girl, don't you do that. You don't want Jeremy and Tucker coming from you because Tucker pretty much leaving you alone. And she said, but I won't. And she goes on about her business or whatever. So then we see Chance and Abby. They broke up. He's moving out. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna hold y'all long on boringness. I'm sorry, they're boring to me. He's leaving her. She cheated. She slept with Devon. He's leaving. He's moving out. And so then he goes over to Sharon's. And Sharon always gotta. So here comes Sharon telling Chance, that, oh, well, let's, do you need to talk or anything about it? I know this is a hard decision. He said, no, not right now. He could just go on start with these two being in a relationship. So that, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna hold you long on that. It was nothing. So then we see Nate and Lily. Lily is sitting down at society, and Nate comes in and she says, Nate. And so they start talking or whatever. And she said, Nate, you betrayed me, but more than that, you hurt me. I'm hurt from what you did. And he tells her, Nate still don't take any responsibility. Can't you see that Devon? I think deep down, Devon had something to do with that. I said, dang, Nate, you still don't take any responsibility of what you did, but he did thank her for not holding Elena in a contract that she didn't want to be in. I said, so Elena, this ain't about being at the happiest place, because you said Newman Media didn't really do what you was wanting it to do. So that's why you jumped over to Chancellor Winters. Now you're jumping back to Newman Media. Girl, you're just following Nate. That's all this is. But anyways, child, you're going to follow Nate right into him falling in with Victoria. But anyways, child, Nate's not taking any responsibility. He still says that Nate, I didn't hear not one time where he says, you know what? I'm sorry. I was wrong for what I've done. I shouldn't have done that. And I take full responsibility and not blame it on, well, I was just reacting and I was just doing this. See, that's why nobody accepts your apology. That's why Devon can't forgive you. And that's why Lily wants to forgive you and she can't because you don't respect accept any responsibility for it. And so then he talks about he wants to be family, and she said, and so he started asking her about, he said, I talked to Money, and she said she and Amanda are staying in Virginia. What happened? And she said, that's family business. You ain't in that. And so then Devon comes in, he looks at them, and him and Lily gets up because so they can go and get a table or whatever. And he asked him about Amanda, and Devon said, that's none of your business. And look, I said, Nate, why do you care? Like, I'm confused. Why do you care what happened between them? I don't understand this. But anyways, I did that wrong. But anyways, Devon and Lily talk, and she tells him that Jill wants to continue on with the Jill wants to continue on with the IPO of the company. And he's just like, I don't know. I need more time to see what Tucker's up to because I feel like he's up to something. And she said, okay, I'm going to give you more time, but how much more time do you need? Because she wants to go ahead and do this. And then he says, I don't know. So then they get on the subject with Amanda because he says, can you believe Nate asking me that? And she says, what's the difference between what you did and what Nate did? I said, a lot, Lily. And Devon said a lot. It's not the same. First of all, Nate was calculated with his. He knew it was going to hurt us. He planned it for months, and then he did what he did. He said, what I did to Amanda, that was the spur of the moment. We didn't mean for that to happen, and we're remorseful. And that's the major difference. They were remorseful, where Nate still points the finger at Devon. I said, Lily, this is why you're gonna lose the company to your brother. This is why he gonna go ahead and go over there to Tucker's side. The same way Ashley's gonna go to Tucker, gonna end up winning and getting exactly what he wants, because Ashley is in a situation where Jack is angry with her, Kyle is angry with her. Jack is like, it's mine, I'm Jabot. And I know y'all love when he was going off on Phyllis, but I'm like, Jack, please, you didn't even do that much. Let me go on over here because I'm just talking now. Jack, please, Jeremy came to your doorstep, came up on your door, came on your porch, came to your doorstep, came in your house, and you had no smoke for him. And then today, he was all in your office telling Diane, I want my money back, and you're trying to deal with him or whatever, and you tell him to leave, and he sits down on your desk and proceeds to continue to have his conversation. Like, I'm sorry, y'all can be all happy about Jack, but he's weak to me. I agree, LaShanta. He is a weakling, and I just can't. I cannot. And I'm not team Diane. I'm not team Phyllis. I just like certain people. Jack is weak to me. And Diane, all this running around, I'm so afraid. That's weak to me. And I don't want to see that in the soaps. I don't want to see that. You said y'all were going to go to war. Go to war then. But anyways, that was the Young and the Restless today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you Monday for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Don't forget, I will be going live tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 on the West Coast. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. It is a weekend. Be safe, be blessed. Goodbye.